Guys, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button to join Wrecked by McGregor's boxing community here on YouTube. You get nothing but the whole truth here.
It's pretty obvious who Bomb Squad is going to be facing next. It's going to be Dominic Breazeale. It's going to be him. Wilder himself, his whole team, every little article, piece I'm reading, they always say Dominic Breazeale. Dominic Breazeale, Breazeale. Breazeale's been Deontay Wilder's mandatory challenger for, it seems like 5 years. It just seems like forever, because this guy has been in the back seat waiting to get his shot against Deontay Wilder. So he's fighting Anthony Joshua leftovers, basically. Now, I guess the one good thing about this fight is we could compare, because you know how boxing fans love to compare performances. We saw what happened when Anthony Joshua squared off against Dominic Breazeale. Joshua beat up Dominic Breazeale, right? I didn't give Dominic Breazeale a single round. That was a complete ass whooping. Who could forget Dominic Breazeale's post-fight interview and his face? Who could forget his face? Do you guys remember how busted up his face was after that beating he took from Anthony Joshua? That was a total annihilation, a one-sided beatdown. And he basically beat him until he submitted, because he was beating him up, and it looked like Dominic Breazeale was basically giving up by the time he finally dropped him in the 7th round. So we're going to be able to compare that performance to whatever Wilder does against Dominic Breazeale, right? Does he struggle against Dominic Breazeale? Does he have an easy night's work against Dominic Breazeale? We don't know, right? I mean, imagine if Deontay Wilder struggles against Dominic Breazeale and it's a competitive fight prior to Wilder, because in my opinion, the conclusion to this fight will be Wilder's having his hands raised and winning via knockout. I think he will eventually knock out Dominic Breazeale, but imagine before he knocks him out, he's in a competitive fight. Obviously, people are going to be comparing that to Anthony Joshua's complete domination over Dominic Breazeale. It won't be a good look. Or who knows, maybe he could catch Dominic Breazeale early, because it did take Joshua 7 rounds. So let's say he catches him early, knocks him out in 2 rounds. That's going to make Deontay Wilder look good, right? So that's really the only thing that I find interesting of this fight, just to see how Wilder fares compared to how Anthony Joshua fared. I definitely don't want to hear anyone saying anymore that Wilder's in a bigger fight than Joshua now, because Dominic Breazeale is really in the same level as somebody like Jarrell Miller. He really is. So, and to be honest with you, he really has 2 losses, because a lot of people felt that he lost to Fred Cassie. If you guys don't remember, a lot of people felt he lost to Fred Cassie. People felt that he got a gift decision against Fred Cassie. So if you think about it, he might have 2 losses in his record. All right. So as opposed to Joshua's fighting an unbeaten heavyweight. So, I mean, I asked you guys the questions before. Are you guys excited about this fight? Like I said, I really just look at it as being able to compare the 2 fights. And I do think that it might be exciting for as long as it lasts, because Dominic Breazeale shows a lot of heart. So it might be a thing where you're just going to be excited looking at him receive an ass whooping. Like, I expect him to be getting hit flush against Deontay Wilder just because of his poor defense. I expect him to get hitting flush. I expect him to get being rocked. And I expect him to get knocked out, because he's been knocked down several times. Because he's so easy to hit, he gets dropped several times. He got dropped against Joshua. He got dropped against Amir Mansour. He got dropped against that freaking Polish dude. I always forget his name. He's been dropped several times because of his poor defense. So Wilder's going to be able to drop him if he lands flush. He's going to land that right hand, because Dominic Breazeale comes right down the pipe, right down the middle with no defense. So he's going to get dropped. Is it the most exciting fight? No, but like I said, it might be exciting just because you're gonna get entertainment out of it because of the horrible beating that Dominic Breazeale will receive. Dominic Breazeale has said in the past that Wilder shouldn't be in the same building as Anthony Joshua when comparing like their skill sets. He believes that Joshua was far superior than Wilder, as most boxing fans believe is the case, right? Including myself. I believe most top heavyweights are better than Wilder, technically. Well, like I said, Wilder's really just a puncher who depends on his punching power and his athleticism. But he got no skills. He's wild. He's basic, Wilder. So I would like to see. I'm interested to see what Dominic Breazeale's opinion of Wilder is after he fights him and after he loses against him, because, like I said, he's gone around saying that he can't compete with Joshua. Would he feel the same after the fight? I guess it depends on how the fight plays out. I mean, if it's a competitive fight, probably not. But like say he gets knocked out against Wilder in two rounds, he'll probably then start favoring Wilder or something. I don't know. But yeah, what do you guys think of this fight? Like I said, it's not confirmed, but it's most likely going to happen. Everyone's saying this fight's going to... Even Wilder himself said, yo, I'm going to fight Dominic Breazeale to get rid of my mandatory next. So it's pretty obvious they're going to fight next, guys. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think of this video. And subscribe, as always, guys, if you enjoyed the video. And like the video, as always. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.